Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill, Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And of course, Moses Moody. Since he's out of the picture, the team will have to fill his shoes.
You never want to lose a player with his talent. However, for the guys in the locker room, they might not admit it, but some of them are going to enjoy new opportunities. The new roles and responsibilities might ignite this team a little.
Now well into his 30s, is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career. I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And stolen by Jokic. To the wing on the left. Gordon on the wing. Takes the three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, he's not an elite three-point shooter, but Gordon makes just enough threes to be a threat from out there.
Now here's Butler. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Curry gets the bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Jokic. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, when Jokic gets it low, he's so hard to dislodge. You can bump him all you want, but it's usually no use.
Ware. Bowen with a rebound. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Murray. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. From 10 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
The NBA, it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
So it's Denver now, after the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Jokic with it, now guarded by Curry. And the basket by Jokic.
Yeah, I feel like Jokic doesn't even need to see the basket when he gets that close.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. That gives them the lead. Bears got 5 now.
And Butler is someone any coach would love to have. You see why with passes like these.
Back to Jokic. With the drive. And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And too long on the shot. The Warriors leading. Here's Rodman. Still no points. Back to Jokic. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Pass to Curry. Gordon with a steal. Jokic with it. 10 points for him. Gordon outside. Back to Jokic. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
And it's Butler off the drive. And the shot goes. Butler's got his second basket of the game.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Pass to Jokic. Out to Gordon. Fires the 3. Hits the three-pointer. Gordon's got 6.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor, and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach, but when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole that is Stan Van Gundy. And there it is for him.
Yeah, nice play by Murray. A big guard who is unafraid to mix it up inside.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Rodman. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Here's Murray. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. And slam dunk by Jordan.
You know, Jamal Murray has no problem being the facilitator when he sees open teammates.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. Well, Stan, you coach against some really tough players in your day. Where does Jimmy Butler stand right now? What makes him Jimmy Butler?
Well, I think, Brian, he's just a great competitor. He wants to take on the biggest challenges when he's on the defensive end. And on offense, he is willing to attack anyone.
Butler, good.
From anywhere on the floor, Butler's a threat. And the more points he gets inside, the more dangerous he becomes on the perimeter.
Back to Murray. Pass to Bowen. The three. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Bowen's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes play. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And, Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reid is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance. Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
Picked it out of midair. In transition. Outside Watson. Okogie on the wing. High arcing shot. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Warriors trail by 9. Hield for 3. They get it back. Outside Reid. Lets it go from deep. It doesn't go for him.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. We just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you.
Well, Reid really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Now Westbrook. Still without a bucket. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Westbrook. And Michael Malone's late father, Brendan. An assistant under you in Orlando, Stan. What a fantastic coaching family, the Malones.
Certainly is. Michael's one of the best in the game, and his father, Brendan, was a mentor not only to Michael, but to many of us in coaching. And he embodied the saying that he had forgotten more basketball than most of us would ever know.
Pass to Reid. 6 on the shot clock. Can't hit it from 12 feet. The Nuggets lead by 9. And here's Westbrook. Here's Okogie. The 3 is up. Reid with the rebound. From about 16. The putback. Jones grabs the board. And Denver has possession. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Okogie. Pass to Jordan. Outside Jones. Now here's Watson. Shot from the top of the key. And he drops that one in. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting it to work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's Denver, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Jumps up. Butler finishes the job.
Gotta love the way Butler sets the tone defensively and then turns that defense into offense.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Ware. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Denver.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Jokic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. The coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double-team him, he's going to create wide-open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single-covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
Pass to Bowen. Jokic in the post. He's got 13. Jokic using his size.
Jokic's performance has been off the charts tonight. He is having a huge impact on this game.
Ware. And he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Outside Curry. Let's go with a 3. Offensive board. The shot comes out. The Nuggets lead by 5. They kick it out to Murray. Here's Brown. Drains the triple. Brown's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Good awareness by Murray. Sees a hole in the defense and feeds the guy ready to exploit it.
Outside Curry. Curry splashes it in.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Second team foul.
Pass to Brown. Here's Bowen. 3-pointer. Coach, when you look at the best defensive teams, what's the balance between IQ, the smarts for the game, versus effort?
Well, Brian, it's both. You know, I mean, the effort is a given. You're not going to get anything done in the game without effort. But to be a good defensive team, you have to be smart. You have to understand your opponents, their tendencies, both as a team and as individuals. And if you do that, you can cover up for a lot in terms of just raw athleticism.
Shot clock at 6. Good work there as it goes. Jokic has got 17 points.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an...
okay!
Oh, my gosh. And that's a smart read by the veteran Lowry. He's so good at seeing the floor.
Here's Jokic. Oh, he's a monster. Jokic just flexing out here.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And it's the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific mood right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Pass to Kuminga. Reed for three. Connects from downtown.
Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
You know, the savvy Kyle Lowry brings to his game is really special. He's so good at exploiting your weaknesses and causing trouble for you on both ends.
And it's off from three-point range.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
For three, DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Denver. They've led by as many as 11. They host the Hawks after this one, and that's a one-game homestand for the club. Pass to Westbrook. 41 seconds left in the third. And here's Sharge. Releases. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
Assisted by.
And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Yeah, few guys drop dimes like Westbrook. He has an innate talent for setting up shooters.
To the inside. Heel.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rings.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Denver leading by 4. Now here's Murray. Knocked loose. Butler with a steal. In transition, here come the Warriors. Curry, no good. Outside Murray. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And timeout is called by Michael Malone, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Michael Malone was going over with his team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Thank you for that, Allie. The Nuggets lead by 4. Gordon left side. And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
Number 15, Nikola Jokic.
Pass to Murray. Gordon on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic is doubled. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Golden State basketball.
Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Butler. Oh, Butler, what a dunk!
Well, if you give Butler an opening, he will exploit the defense.
Jokic in the post. Screen by Gordon. They kick it out to Murray. Clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get one up. Puts up a 3. It's kept alive. Pass to Brown. This one for 3. He can't hit that time. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
This is why you've got to be right up on Curry. Any breathing room he gets is too much.
Now Jokic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. They'll stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
Outside Curry to take the lead. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And here's Gordon from the arc. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Butler on the wing. The 3 from Curry. Oh, they get a hand on it.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Jokic, no good.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. 6 to shoot. McDaniels a screen. Golden State needs to get off the shot. There's the 3.
Jokic affects the game in so many ways. That time on the defensive end.
The Nuggets lead by 3. Pass to Gordon. Jokic with it. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Jokic has got 13 points here in the second half alone. Right side Butler. Outside Curry. And the three-pointer goes.
But Steph relishes taking these shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Jokic, no good. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
And it's Ware missing. Jokic with it. And he converts the layup. Jokic has got 27 points.
Sometimes you just have to admire the greatness of Jokic. No doubt when it matters most.
Right side Curry. A 3. The rebound by Murray.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Back to Jokic. Pass to Bowen. Back to Jokic. The rebound by Ware. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
Left side Curry. To the middle. Here's Rodman. The kick out. Curry. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. Just a gutsy performance on the road. It really was.